How did the book come about?
Well, first of all, this is my twin brother Richie. And when we were born in Kilkenny Hospital, they thought Richie looked like my father, but I think they made a bit of a blunder. How did the book come about? For the last probably 3 years, Dad wanted to put a book together, and basically, he's a big Mac computer man. For the last 30 years, he'd have the best Mac computer for editing film. So he went 2.5 years ago, sat down to do his book, but the Mac computer and Parkinson's didn't agree. Every time he used the mouse, the thing nearly fucking blew up. So he had to go old school. I'll set the scene for you. He got up every morning about 7 o'clock every morning, got a mug of tea, a slice of brown bread and a bite egg, and he headed up for his sunroom, and he sat down. He done it old school. He just planned out what he wanted. My wife would come in, sit down with him, and my sister would come in, sit down and get the stories out of him. And that's how they got the stories out of it for Richie, you know. And then he'd asked me to go along and take another picture of Ballymun Castle, but he's very strict. I went to the Disney's gravestone. He says, that's not a great picture, you may go back again. So I had to go back and take another picture. But between us all, we worked well on it. But my twin brother Richie would have put it all together on the computer afterwards. So we all helped out, and Richard kind of, he done that end of it, you know?
Yeah, so you were all involved in the putting the book together. And Richard, tell me this, what has it been like putting the book together for you graphically and all that kind of stuff? Because you've been doing this for many years as well.
Yeah, I have a confession. For the last 3 years, my life has been completely ruled by cartoons, song lyrics, and Dad's mad ideas. It's been crazy, but lots of fun. I've enjoyed working with Dad for the last 3 years on the book. It's just been great. It's great to be that close and just working alongside Dad, and we just worked really well together, and looking through the old pictures and the photos was just very nostalgic, and it was really, really cool, yeah.
And staying with you, Richard, for a second, where did the whole idea of the book come from in the first place? Was it yours or your dad's?
No, it would have been Dad's idea to put the book together, and he just said to me, Richie, I'm thinking of putting a book together, and so we all just said we'd go full belt at it, and we worked, and it was mayhem. What was I going to say? It was, yeah, when I opened up my computer, I just seen loads of digital pictures, old photographs, cartoons, and we just managed to try and pull it all together, and it came together, and it was chaos, but we got there, and there was lots of late nights and coffee, and but Dad's life's work is in this book, and I think it's pretty deadly. It's really
absolutely
good. Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. And James, where did the idea, and how did he come up with the songs over the years? Where did the ideas come from?
Jesus, we'd be travelling, we'd be on the road, like myself and Dad and Mum, and even Jericho, he might be down there, a friend of mine that used to come with us. Like, we'd head off on a Saturday evening at 4 o'clock, and we could be in Brunecran at the top of Donegal or Ballydehob in West Cork. But when we're coming home late at night, Richie would be in top form. He'd be kind of like a guy high after winning a football match. He'd be in top form. So I remember one night back when he was doing his second album, which was The Travelling Man. We're after being in Mams Cross, which is on the Clifton Road outside Galway, where we're coming through Ballinasloe, and the Ballinasloe horse fair was on. And there was some bios there, but we're coming through the town, there was no bypass, and Richie was there, just look at the high-ace vans with the roll of carpet out the back of it. And by the time we're in Tullamore, here he was, oh, I'm a little travelling man, some cars, like it just flow out of him like he was saying a poem or his prayers. But the key thing about Richie, who wrote 90% of his songs on the road, coming home from gigs at 3 or 4 in the morning. But the key thing was to get a chorus first. Once you got a chorus, the verses would all fall into place. But I remember actually, he wrote his most popular song. Well, he wrote the chicken song. That was great crack coming home that night. Buck off.
I'd say the conversation was wonderful going on.
Fucking great. Sorry for the language. Buck off.
What's the most popular songs?
Well, you wouldn't believe it. Like, Ain't Fuck Leather was his most popular song, but every quarter of the year we get a digital printout. And in New Zealand, it could be Russia, you wouldn't believe the places that actually pop up with his songs. But his most popular song, number one, top of the board, is the Chicken Song. And I remember filming that song about 20 years ago. I was sitting in the shed, and Daddy said, have you got the shot? And I said, no, Daddy, just please, I have to wait for the chicken to go buck, 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 buck off. And eventually I got the chicken going buck, buck. So that was great, but that's probably his number one song on download or whatever on YouTube. But you can actually sit down tonight and watch 170 songs of Richie Kavanagh on YouTube, which is amazing, Dad, to write and record 170 songs. There's very few artists in the world, let alone Ireland, that can do that. But his second popular song will be Stay With A Johnny, Johnny, Stay With A Johnny, and Ain't Fuck Leather, The Travelling Man. There's so many of them, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely. Well, in fairness, they're all number ones to us, in fairness.
But Richie's favourite song is one he wrote about his mammy. Do you really love his mammy?
Yeah, and
That's his favourite one, isn't it, Rich?
It sure is, and I was reading that paragraph in the book as well. But not putting you on the spot, one of the things that I picked out of the book myself, and I said it's true Richie Kavanagh style. He got a phone call when the farmers were heading to Dublin to protest outside of the Dáil. And he got a phone call from Jerry Ryan in the afternoon and said, would there be any way you'd have a song ready for this tomorrow when the farmers arrive?
That's right, yeah. I remember that actually. The boys, Foster and Alan, Richie hopped into the car and we headed for a moat. Just by the time we got to moat, he has a song made up. It was unbelievable. And that we stayed up all night, recorded the song, and we met Jerry Ryan at 7 o'clock going in the next morning. So we had no sleep all night. But I couldn't believe it, to produce a song in 24 hours. It was
and
amazing.
have the likes of Ray Lynham on standby as well to play guitar in the background as well. All those stories, ladies and gentlemen, and much more are in the book, so make sure and get it. Richie Jr., after spending so much of your time going through your dad's songs and for the book, what stood out the most for you?
It's like James said, I think the songs, when you see them written down, they turn into poems, and the book kind of makes you focus in on the words and the stories that he tells. So I think that's the best thing about the book. It's for me, his songs they're slightly bad, but they're funny. But his songs, he's as good as Patrick Kavanagh or W.B. Yeats in my opinion. And his songs make you laugh, but them two boys make you do homework. But no, it's the songs really look good when they're written down, and they're, as I say, they rhyme, and it just, I think it's brilliant, of course, but I'll be biased.
Absolutely. Lads, before we wrap up, anybody you'd like to thank for helping to get this thing together tonight, and the book as well in particular?
Yeah, I have a few people. Obviously, first and foremost, our mum, Nancy. She's the...
We always call her Mammy. Never Mammy.
Ma'am, you're the backbone of the family, and you kept the tea flowing, and the hours, everything is like every Irish household, the mum keeps the whole thing going, yeah. Thanks.
I think that deserves a round of applause on its own. That's for Nancy.
Obviously, again, I'm still going on about family, but as you said, it's definitely a family affair. So James, obviously, here, but also to my other brothers, Pash, John, my sister Olivia, they all helped out on the book, and also the everyday things that they do for Mum and Dad every single day. Also, funny enough, a shout out to the next generation of Kavanaghs, Richie's grandkids. There's too many to mention them all, but Jack Jr., Jack Marr and Adam Kavanagh are working on the videos here tonight, so two of Richie's grandkids, but they're also selling the books to grandkids. And my own two chaps were out there as well, so, but, and then from my own point of view, on call, Nigel from Solar Signs in Bagnestown was, from a graphic design point of view, was always there to give me a hand. But finally, just a quick word from my own wife. She deserves a medal for putting up with me, and I know Aoife, James.
What say about my wife?
Yeah, she's putting up with him.
She's about to be going home.
But yeah, it's been so much I've been completely, as James will be as well, we were on the book all night long, and the kids are there, Daddy, can you do this or read bedtime stories? And no, I'm working on Grandad's book or whatever. But it's been great. But it's an honour to be here with Dad. Thanks everyone for being here as well. And Dad, your ability to bring joy to people is a real gift. And congratulations on your book.
And I just want to say thanks to Barry Doyle and all the staff from Fergal and Ray and Frank here for having us here tonight. I want to thank everyone. Emer on the ball, she gave us great advice. I did nab her there about 8 months ago about a bit of advice about a book. Tony Keogh, Tony and Mick Foster and Michael Moriarty and James Lakes, thanks very much. And I think that two guys down there, John Shortle and Christopher Power, for giving me advice as well. The two of them are in Carlow Library, so thanks lads as well.
Can you tell me about some of these people that are on my list here? Niamh O'Sullivan from Cork. Where's Niamh?
Is she here? She's from Cork. There she is.
Hello, Niamh.
She used to come to the gigs when she was only about 7 or 8. 7, yeah, fair play to you. Thanks for coming from Cork. A big Richie fan.
A big Richie fan. Thanks for coming from Cork, Niamh. Well done. The Kilkenny family from Galway. That's a bit
Kilkenny from Galway, yes. Thanks a million. Another great fan of Richie's down there from Galway. Thanks lads for coming. And there's a chap there, Paul from Monalty. How many trains, where stand up Paul, how many trains did it take to get here?
2. Well, 1. Well, none. I don't talk none of them.
You got here anyway. I don't know how you're at home, but you're here anyway. Fair play.
Fair play to you. The Lawler family from Stradbally.
The Lawler family from Stradbally. The front, yeah, Michael and Martin and Amal and Mary. They've been great. They're very much into Richie over the years. And thanks for coming.
Well,
Richie's #1 fan.
Fair play to you, super stuff. Now this one. Tell me about Mr. John O'Dwyer from Tipperary, because John still has his communion money.
Is John O'Dwyer here?
John
No,
used to meet Richie every year at the National Ploughing, and he still has his communion
money. He always
money.
have the money. He's in the book. He has his confirmation money.
Oh, his confirmation money and his communion money. Fair play.
So I have my son here, CJ Kavanagh. Are you?
No, you're all right. I was. Do you want to take up? Will I get down? Lads, give it up for James Jr. and Richie. Thanks a million, lads. Fair play to you. The lads did mention the next generation, so